Billy back here with Broship of the Nerds, and season 2 of Wednesday is going to be coming out soon. If you're interested in that, my friend Eddie and I are on the Trick or Treaters, TRICK space OR space Treaters, TREATERS, and we do movie reviews and stuff. We're going to be doing an episode by episode breakdown of season 2 as we watch them. Look for that soon. We'll be working the day it comes out, so it'll be the day after. We'll be watching and recording some videos. Okay, why am I here? You guys know I love Burton and Wednesday. She's my favorite character in pop culture, and I would like to show some of the stuff I have. Some of the stuff's not featured. Um, my friend and I have been building a Wednesday Nevermore dorm Lego set. That the roof is giving us a hard time. You have to have it at the perfect angle, or it will not go. So we've been struggling with that. I have Wednesday season 1 on Blu-ray. It's on the shelf over there. I have a candle that my friend got me. I have a blanket that my friend got me as well for my birthday one year. It was either birthday or Christmas. I'm gonna say birthday, but it has her on it. My bedding set is Wednesday. It's really cool. It has like skulls and stuff on it, so it's not all just Wednesday. The pillowcases have her. So let's get into some of the stuff, right? Okay, so today I'm at Walmart and I see they now have an Enid box. So this is really cool. I don't plan on eating it. It's the confetti cake and it has trivia on the back, just like the initial one. There's your calorie information that nobody reads. There is some of your stuff, and then it gives you some facts about Enid on the side there. And I was discussing this with a friend of mine. I think we all have a little bit of Enid and Wednesday in us because you have that dark side, and sometimes you just don't want to be around people. But then you have those bright days too. So I think it's a good combo. Here's the Wednesday one, and the Wednesday one, I got this one at Target. I got this one at Walmart, but they now have both at Walmart. Calorie information, facts about Wednesday, and like trivia games, that kind of thing. Scavenger hunts on the back. So that's my cereal collection there. I don't plan on opening these. I just plan on keeping them. Um, Here are some items. We have this cup. This was a Spirit of Halloween find. Relatively cheap, actually. I think we only paid 10 for that one. This is another one that I believe this one was a gift. So yeah, that one's awesome. Coffee cup. This one I know was a gift because my friend went to. Wait, this wasn't the gift one. This one I bought. I have another one that's not featured that my friend got when she was in Greece for me. Um, she got clean after that. Don't worry about it. But so it just has her on it. This was a Spencer's find, and I absolutely love it. Like I said, not everything is going to be featured in this video because I didn't feel like carrying everything. I have a Clue back there that's Wednesday themed. This is a little lanyard. It's got Wednesday, and when you look at the bottom, you think of Goody Adams. So it's got Wednesday. I still need to get the necklace, but that's Wednesday. And I've slowly gotten this over the course since season 1 came out, so it's not like I got all this at once. This was another lanyard. It has the cello from the show on it. It has Wednesday, of course, on there. And I absolutely love this. This was one of those like, oh my god, I can't believe they made this sort of thing. And I absolutely just saw it and couldn't say no. I have a little self control when it comes to Wednesday stuff. This was at Five Below. So these were just a few. This was like probably $5. They have a die cast thing, which I really like. Um, I was at a Spencer's that was not part of a mall. It was actually just part of the shopping strip. And I saw this magnet, give me a hand, and I'm allergic to color. So these were another two that it was if they were $4 each, and I couldn't say no to them. So those have been on the fridge for a while. What else do we have? Funko Pop. And I know I have another one because my friend gave me a one for my birthday or Christmas. Yeah, it was Christmas. My friend gave me a Funko Pop. This one I just loved. It's a little bit torn at the top on the packaging, but I'm okay with it. I think when I picked it up, I probably accidentally got the corner. It happens. This is another die cast Wednesday. This was also I can recognize this has to have been a Five Below. They have some cool stuff. Thanks to my friend for introducing me to that place. This was a bobblehead that was on sale at a mall, and I just couldn't resist. It's her doing the Goo Goo Muck dance, which it was Goo Goo Muck by the Cramps, not the Lady Gaga song, as much as we all love it. The original version was actually the Cramps. We have Cousin It. This was another. This might have been a Walmart purchase actually, but I really like this. Cousin It is a hilarious character, and the original Adams Family especially, because they like, yeah, you're always so wise, and you don't understand what he's saying. Wednesday Target find Toonie Terrors. I highly recommend. They make these are good for like cake toppers. If you wanted to put a character on a cake and then just wash it afterwards, you can have Wednesday and Thing in different scenes, that sort of thing. So I think that gives you a lot of options for creativity. This one, I was on vacation on the East Coast. We were heading out east. We were in New York, or no, we were in Ohio, Medina, Ohio. They had this really cool collector shop there. If you get the chance, you're in the area, Medina, Ohio, Medina. They have a store that has like vinyl records, collectibles, toys, that sort of thing. I don't remember the exact name, but the guy was really cool, and they had so much selection, and I really love this car. And on the back, it has a picture of the Volkswagen Beetle with Wednesday and Thing. And Thing's on the back of the car. I just now noticed that little details. If you look very closely at the back, Thing, trying to get with the glare, Thing is on the trunk of the car, just grabbing on. Okay, I'm trying not to drop anything because I love this stuff. Then I have an unofficial thing. I found this at, my friend was telling me about a place where treasure finds, it's like they a different price each day. So based on the price of that day, different items go out. So yeah, my friend and I scare some people during an eclipse. There was a crow that crossed during an eclipse, and we had Thing on his shoulder, and we said, "Oh, good, that's a sign of good luck. An eclipse, a crow passing during an eclipse." They already think we're weird, so we're like, let's just mess with them a little bit more and make them think we're really bizarre. Because why not? We don't really go by social norms all the time. Um, this one was I want to say a Walmart find. Yeah, I just happened to be walking, looking around at puzzles and card games and stuff, and out of the corner of my eye, as I'm walking past in the aisle adjacent there, I see some Wednesday stuff, and this stood out to me because she has different hairstyles you can do. She has another face you can do where she's kind of looking sideways, and she has moon eyes. You have Thing with the notes, and you have the cello in there, and you could really make some cool scenes. I don't plan on ever opening. I would love to get some of this stuff signed by Jenna and Emma. The cereal box would be really cool to be signed by both. Um, okay, this was a Barnes and Noble exclusive. I was in New York City last year, and we were shopping around, and they had this downstairs. It was an exclusive. You have the window behind them, and from the back, it just looks beautiful with the lighting. Um, you have Enid and Wednesday. This was like I said, an exclusive Barnes and Noble. It says right here, Summer Convention 2024 Funko Limited Edition. So I still see it from time to time. So there are some still out there that you can purchase. Okay, I'm saving some of my favorite stuff for last. So we have a couple of posters. I don't know how great you're going to be able to see. I have one on the wall that has her with the umbrella. This one is her doing the dance. So you're just going to be able to see a little bit of it. And then my personal favorite of the Wednesday posters is her with Thing on her shoulder. Let me see if I can get that a little bit lower for you. Okay, so she's got Thing on her shoulder there, and she's looking very dark, gloomy, or yeah, very gloom. Okay, we're getting to the end. When I was on vacation, Lowe's was doing this Wednesday stuff, but it was selling out quick, and I didn't know what to get. There was the Nevermore Gate. There was Joseph Cracks. So I ended up getting this. It was only like $10 on sale. Need to clean this off. It has dust on it. She plays the cello and just says like one line from the show. But I really like this a lot. You can like set her down and display her on a shelf, which is what I do. Is I had her on like one of my movie shelves, but she does play part of a song and she does say a line from the show. So that's really epic there. You don't realize when you buy one thing at a time how much stuff you accumulate, and I have a lot of Wednesday stuff. Not that I'm complaining. I'm trying to debate what to show you next. I'm in Salem, Massachusetts, and walking around looking at art. I found an art piece. It was damaged. Which I wasn't gonna say much. It was kind of bent up, and they said, "Look, this one's damaged. We can't sell that to you. You're a big fan. Let's mail you one from one of our other stores. One of our other sites has another one." And it was getting kind of later in the day, so I don't think, based on we were already worn down, and based on our schedule, I don't think we had time to actually physically go to the other one. So what they did, they said, "Go ahead and pay for it, and we will ship you one." So they took my information down, and then in the mail, in pristine condition, I love it, came this. It has Wednesday and Thing, and it has Matthew Murray did this. It has, you have the house there, or maybe Nevermore. Then you have Wednesday with Thing, and then at the top it says Nevermore Academy. I just love this artwork. It's gorgeous. One of my favorite pieces I have. What do I show you next? Down to the last three things. Okay, Living Dead dolls came out with they're actually have a third one getting ready to come out that I'm gonna have to get. Living Dead dolls did, and it was very, people were they, I guess they misunderstood how these things worked, but they don't move or anything. They're just displays. So if you look at the front, you have Wednesday with Thing. This is her school robes. Mezco Toys by collectors for collectors. This is absolutely awesome. This is one I want to get signed because it's just so cool, and I want to have it personalized. I'm not one that's gonna, get something signed just to resell it. I don't see the point in that. If I'm gonna get a celebrity's autograph, I want it to be for me, right, or for a friend. But I'm not gonna resell. I don't believe in that stuff. Now we have my favorite of the dolls, the Raven Dance Wednesday. So it's her doing the Goo Goo Muck. The thing is, people misunderstood. They thought it was her actually dancing to the Goo Goo Muck. No, it's just her doing the Goo Goo Muck for a display. So that was where the misunderstanding understood, because I read the bad reviews and I'm like, why are they review bombing this? Because she doesn't actually dance. Well, if you look at it, it just says Raven Dance. It doesn't mean that she's actually going to dance. And on the back, you have her doing the dance. But yeah, it's just a stand. And once again, this isn't something I ever plan on opening. Certain items I like to keep sealed. Final item. This is my favorite piece that I own. Okay, so on the sides here, it's a lunchbox. You have Wednesday doing the Goo Goo Muck, so she's vibing. You got the bottom, which is just pretty plain. You have her doing the Goo Goo Muck on the other side. So just different poses of when she's doing the dance. And on the front, you have her doing the Goo Goo Muck with Wednesday. My favorite thing's on the back, though. On the back, coming down the stairs in her dress is Wednesday. Now, the cool thing about this, you open it, and inside, the thermos, Wednesday. Absolutely incredible. So yeah, that is my Wednesday collection as of now. There are some T-shirts. I do have one that from Salem that says, "I don't think I'm better than everyone else, just that I'm better than you." And that was the quote when Bianca was talking bad about her in season 1 to Xavier. And then there's one that says, "I'm not weird, everyone else is." I have two just plain gray shirts with Wednesday on them. And then there's, I think, maybe one more. And then in the mail, I have one that says Season of the Dead. And it has Wednesday on it with like pumpkins and skeletons and stuff. So yeah, big fan. Um, what I was saying though, to finish up my thoughts, season 1 recap, as you guys know, uh, Wednesday's been kicked out of several schools. What really was the final straw was she put piranhas in the pool, and um, that led to some poor boy losing a testicle. And she was like, only I get to torture my brother, kind of thing. So she gets sent to Nevermore, and a boy named Rowan tries to kill her, does not succeed, as some sort of creature kills him. There's a hiker that goes missing and killed in episode 1, and they're trying to cover it up with bear attacks. Tyler Gaplin and his dad's the sheriff. He's running around trying to cover everything up and work with the mayor to figure out what's going on. Wednesday meets Enid, and at the beginning they're complete opposites. Enid likes rainbows, pop music, all different colors, and Wednesday is black and white. She does not like color. In fact, she's allergic to color. The flesh peels off her bones. So we go from them not getting along to them actually becoming friends. So I really like the way they did with that. They figure out, hey, there's a hide on the loose. That's the name of the creature, and Uncle Fester figures that out when he sees him, and he tells the story of another one that happened. Gomez was brought back charges on a murder of Garrett Gates, and basically Garrett Gates was obsessed with Morticia. He attacked Gomez, and then we find out the actual killer was Morticia, and they dig up the body to prove it was nightshade poisoning, which the mayor, who was sheriff then, would have known that and covered it up. So then Gomez is released from prison, and there is a plot to bring back Joseph Crackstone, who was Nevermore's founder, and he also not I'm sorry, not Nevermore. He was the founder of Jericho. So Jericho's founder, and as you guessed it, he was Pilgrim World and tributes to him, but he wanted to get rid of all the outcasts. So he was founder of Jericho, and he had a Nevermore. He wanted everyone gone from there. So there's a plot to bring him back from the dead, and he comes back, and Wednesday's able to stop him and his accomplice, who also unlocked the hide. We initially thought it was Valerie Kimbot, the therapist, but she is killed by the monster, the hide. So Wednesday thinks maybe the master was turned on, but that's not the case. As Thornhill ends up being the lost Laurel Gates, who was presumed drowned over in Europe, and she has come back for revenge, taking on a new alias. She's no longer Laurel Gates; she is Miss Thornhill, and she is about to kill Wednesday when Eugene, who I've not mentioned yet, one great underrated character, he is beekeeper, hive code, right? It all stays in the hive. And he unleashes the bees to attack Thornhill, and then Wednesday curb stomps her face. We don't know her fate. We assume she's dead, but we don't know. And then you also have Professor Weems, the headmaster of Nevermore, and her and Wednesday have this back and forth throughout the entire season. And Wednesday just wants the truth to come out, and she feels like she is being gaslit and obstructed by her to up cover up things so parents of the students at Nevermore don't take their kids out. So she's playing the political figure that most modern day principals have to play in order to keep that position. And so, yeah, and then she's killed by Thornhill as Wednesday. Uh, Basically, they came up with the plan, and Principal Weems is disguised as Tyler, and then when she reveals herself, she is killed with nightshade poisoning. There's some theories out there that she actually isn't dead, but we'll see what happens. I'm really curious to see how season 2 is going to be. So overall, I love season 1. There's a bunch of one-liners. Wednesday is her timing on her one-liners is perfect. I absolutely love it. And now talking about it, I want to go rewatch season 1 before I watch season 2. My friend Eddie and I are going to be watching the show together. As I said, we will be doing an episode by episode review. So if that is something you're interested in, hop over to the Trick or Treaters on YouTube and look for us to post our first episode the day after season 2 initially airs, because like I said, we both work on the premiere day. So we will be watching Wednesday August 6th is when it comes out. We will be watching August 7th, which is also our town festival. So it's kind of funny because in season one, there's a carnival in Jericho while all this stuff's going on. So in real life, there's going to be all this stuff going on as we also watch Wednesday. So it could get very interesting. And I plan on posting a special treat that would be having the first two episodes uploaded and ready to go on that Thursday that we're watching it together. And then the final two episodes going up the next day. So you'll be able to hear our thoughts on all four episodes within 2 days. So that's the plan. That'll be over on the Trick or Treaters. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you enjoy the collection. I will share updates as I add. I just remembered I do have some stickers as well. So I have little things too that I've collected, and I'm just a big fan of Ortega's take and Burton. Burton's my favorite director. Ortega's my favorite actress. And this season we're getting Steve Buscemi, Christopher Lloyd, Lady Gaga, and others all joining the cast. So it's going to be incredible. They've already announced a season 3 ahead of season 2 part 1's launch. So that makes me excited because that guarantees 2 seasons of Wednesday, which when I tell people Wednesday is my favorite show for one character, but then the ensemble Stranger Things is up there as well. So I go back and forth on them because I love Wednesday for her character, but then I also like Stranger Things for the ensemble cast and the story they've been able to tell with all those characters. But that's it for now, guys. Take care.